Enjoy the beauty of your backyard no matter the weather with the straightforward solution of UpSide deck sealing. What you need: eye protection, gloves, level, chalk line, cordless drill, 5/16" hex bit, tape measure, hammer, utility knife, tin snips, caulk, pencil, miter or circular saw, UpSide quick install track, UpSide edge trim, UpSide starter strip, UpSide glide clips, UpSide hardware kit, UpSide channel, UpSide C-channel, flashing. Before starting your UpSide installation, make sure that your joists are straight and square. Also, make sure that flashing is installed behind the ledger board and between joists for the channeling of water. We also recommend that the sides of the flashing along the joist be caulked. The installed flashing should extend 6 inches out from the ledger board to create a waterfall effect as seen here. Start by installing your UpSide Quick Install Track, or QIT, to create the pitch you need for your deck. There are 2 recommended pitches. For covered decks, 3/4 inch per 8 feet, 1 1/8 inch for 12 feet, and 1 1/2 inch for 16 feet. For open decks, 1 inch for 8 feet, 1 1/2 inch for 12 feet, and 2 inches for 16 feet. Place the edge of the QIT up against the ledger board and install one 2-inch lag screw in the pre-drilled hole, ensuring the piece is flush with the joist. At the other end, lower the QIT to the pitch needed for your deck. Continue installing QITs on joists in this same way, using a level at the end of the quick install track to ensure all pieces follow the same pitch. Pro tip: for a faster install, mount the QITs on the first and last joists of your space, and then run a string along the bottom for an easy way to show your pitch along all joists. With all QITs installed, run a level to the outer fascia. There, mark the top edge of the level to match the pitch of the QIT. Hook the chalk line where the ledger board and outer joist of the deck meet. Run the chalk line out to the mark on your fascia board and snap. This will confirm that your edge trim matches your pitch correctly. The overall length of the edge trim will be equal to the length of your main channels, which will extend into your gutter system by 2 inches. Install the edge trim on both outer joists 1/8 inch away from the main structure, using screws from the QIT hardware kit. The top side of the edge trim is the single leg with slots. Next, determine the length of your starter strip. On the row of QITs closest to the ledger board, measure from the edge trim to edge trim. Use that measurement to cut your starter strip. Place the cut starter strip against the QIT and install with the included self-drilling screws. Pro tip: there is a groove in the center of the starter strip for a quick and easy way to position your screws. Keep the starter strips as straight as possible and install additional strips as needed. Pro tip: a scrap piece of QIT can be used to attach starter strips together as seen here. Snap several glide clips onto each starter strip. These glide clips will hold the main channels in place. Spaced about every 6 inches, there will also need to be a glide clip at each intersection between starter strip and channel. Measure, mark, and cut the UpSide channels to your deck specifications. Remember to leave room for the gutter system you plan to install. The first channel in your system will need to be cut differently from the rest. Take the width of the deck and divide it by 6 inches. These 6 inches represent the UpSide channel's complete width. From our equation, take the non-whole part of the number and divide it by 2. If the number is already whole, then you will divide by 6. Cut the width of the channel to that measurement. The first channel section to be installed will have the U portion of the channel. Slide the cut end of the channel into the wall trim and snap the U section of the channel into the glide clips. The remaining channels will snap together by inserting the arrow-shaped end into the U section. Continue snapping the channels into place until you are roughly 5 feet from the beginning of your project. Be sure to keep an inch or two of open space on the ledger board side. Slide the C channel along the ledger board until you reach the outer trim. Then, push the channels firmly into the C channel until set. Continue this process until reaching the end of your deck. Upon reaching the last channel, you'll need to check a few things. This final channel should be the same width as the first trim channel and should also have the arrow end facing upwards. Slide the cut edge into the wall trim and push upwards into the C channel on the ledger board. Work your way down the edge trim, snapping everything into place. Once finished, there should be an open space left for the gutter system of your choosing. A speedy way to add a stunning new room to your home, the UpSide deck ceiling system brings new value to your unused space. Check out the materials calculator now to get started on your project today. UpSide Deck Ceiling and DecksDirect, helping people build better decks.